Okay, hello. Next of the currency profile section of our FITS webinar will be talking about the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. Ba't ko pinagsama tong Swiss franc at Japanese yen? Kagaya nung sinabi ko nung una, we have two types of currency which we call the refuge currency and the risk currency which is associated sa commodities. Of course, meron din, may mag-argue na ang two types of currency will be the service-oriented currency and the commodity-related currency. Okay, pareho lang naman kung iintindihin natin. So, next, ba't ko pinagsama tong Swiss franc and Japanese yen? Because they are both know or have the kilala bilang safe haven or natin safe haven currency or refuge currency. So we talk simulan natin doon sa Swiss franc. Switzerland is the 20th largest economy in the whole world with less than a trillion GDP or gross domestic product. Though they have a smaller economy, it is the wealthiest of GDP per capita. If you don't know what is GDP per capita, there's a calculation that the GDP, the ratio of its population. So kapag magtatabi ako, mayaman naman ng China at India, bakit mababa ang kanilang GDP per capita? The main reason for that is China and India though they have a bigger economy, billion naman kasi yung tao sa kanila. Kaya mapapansin mo, nations with uh, nations with higher GDP per capita are those nations na maunlad pero kokonti ang population. And that's one of the reason. Kaya kahit 20th largest economy ang Switzerland, sila naman ang wealthiest. Kung titingnan mo, one of the wealthiest rather, kung titingnan natin ang GDP per capita nila. Okay, and of course, kaya na sinabi ko, because of their relatively small population. Switzerland is known for its first world living, and kaya tatawag na first world, and its first world living status due to its technological advancement. Its expertise on manufacturing, banking, and tourism. They're also known for their chemicals, pharmaceutical products, and precision instrument. Ano yung precision instrument? Rolex. Ano pa ba yung mga brand ng relo line? They are known for doing those precision instrument. Rolex ba? Baka may magsabi, hindi naman Switzerland yan hindi ko rin sure. Naalala ang pagkasabing Switzerland, Toblerone lang pumapasok sa utak ko. Check nyo na lang. So, more than that, it is known for its safe haven status due to its political neutrality and very strict banking law that provide the strictest confidentiality. Yun ang nare-reklamo to ng European Union sa Switzerland. Kasi most of the crook officials, kahit sa US, Pilipinas, and kung hindi nyo may tatanong, it is alleged that the late President Ferdinand Marcos, may parang Saunders ang ginamit niyang pangalan, the Marcoses also has their Swiss account. Kaya mapapansin nyo sa mga movie, pag terorista, tas high valued na corrupt na kontrabida sa mga foreign film, lagi nababanggit yung Swiss account. Kasi napaka stricto. Kahit nga si Gaddafi, they say Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein. Of course, this is allegation, pero sabi, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and Bin Laden family also have their deposits there from Swiss banks. Kasi napaka-strict. Hindi katulad sa atin na onting ipatawag mo lang sa Senado umaano na, 'di ba? Pero sa kanila kasi napaka-stricto ng kanilang banking secrecy law o bank secrecy law. Okay. Due to its strong banking confidentiality, Switzerland held over 2 trillion US dollar of offshore account that attracts 35% of the world private management business. Ito yung sabi ko, one of the pambato ng Switzerland is their neutrality, bank confidentiality, at yung credibility to hold the secret. Di ba? Kung sino man yan. Malamang may mga teroristang meron ding Swiss account. Kaya nga neutral sila. Hindi sila pwedeng manduhan ng ibang bansa kung anong gagawin nila. Kaya most of those trillions of US dollars deposited in Swiss account. Okay. Safe haven status highly correlated to the gold, one of the largest holder of gold and favorite to short for carry traders. Okay, yun ang ating Swiss franc. Although sa Forex, hindi ko gaano tinitingnan yung economic fundamentals. Although tinitingnan ko rin, no? Of course, we have to be due diligent with our trades. Mostly ang Swiss franc is, ginagawa ko siyang pang-hedge sa Euro USD at GBP USD, which will we i-discuss natin sa intermarket section ng ating FITS program. So, sa Swiss franc, yun, na-review ko uli yung mga hindi naman siya ganong kakomplikado katulad sa USD. Although if you want to know more, you can Google that. So, ito yung Swiss franc. Kasi dati ang Swiss franc is super highly correlated sa gold dahil ang Swiss franc noon is value ng Swiss franc is backed up by gold. Same as the US dollar even before the Bretton Woods Agreement was dismantled by President Lyndon Johnson. Kaya tatanong natin, bakit si Swiss franc is safe haven? Number 1, political neutrality ng Switzerland. Number 2, strict banking confidentiality. Yung dalawang yon. So kung magkakaroon ng political uncertainty o pressure sa bansa na yon, kaya nga sabi kung magkakagera, hindi naman mga angahas na sakupin yung Switzerland. O hindi naman sinasabi nating hindi talaga sila sasakupin, pero because of their neutrality pagdating sa mga awayang politikal at away ng mga bansa, sila pa ngayon nagmi-mediate. Kung titingnan natin, most of the war treaties na na-sign o agreement ng dalawang bansang hindi nagkakasundo, doon inaayos sa Switzerland. And of course, some other nations like Netherlands, Finland, Sweden, and so on. Next is the Japanese yen. Arguably the third largest economy. Japan, arguably the third largest economy in the world. Kung tatanggalin mo yung European Union, kasi country lang naman ang pinag-uusapan natin, more than 5 trillion US dollar, and Japan is the world's largest exporters, amounting to the 17 or 17% of their economy. And this is why they are known to have a trade surplus economy, or the amount by which value of exports exceed the cost of imports. Japanese yen is sensitive to the value of their currency. Okay. May nabanggit tayong term na trade surplus. At pag-aaralan natin yan sa fundamentals, bandang trade balance. Pero unahin natin, anong trade surplus, kasi kaya ng US dollar, if they import more than their export, that means they have a trade deficit. Pag mas lamang, in layman's term, para wag na nating pahabain, pag mas marami ang ini-import mo sa ini-export mo, your economy will produce a trade deficit. Inversely, if your economy is exporting more than what you import, your economy is producing trade surplus. Ganun lang kadali yun. And safe haven currency, net borrower, carry trader, sensitive to to energy prices and sensitive to global risk aversion. Now, may magtatanong, bakit natawag na safe haven si Japan? Okay, ganito yan para madaling maintindihan natin. Bank of Japan has one of the lowest, or if they are the lowest na may interest rate sa mga bansang nagpapautang. Dahil doon sa mababang interest rate, yung mga investors nangungutang sa Japan because of low interest rate. And those investors will seek higher yielding assets from yen. Bibili ka ng yen na mababang interest, pwede mong ibili ng US dollar which will pay you a positive swap. Buy US dollar, short the Japanese yen. That means you sell the Japanese yen and you buy the US dollar, and so on to the other currency. Dahil yung pair na yon, because of Forex, hindi ka naman bibili ng isahan, bibili ka by pair. If you short the Japanese yen and buy a higher yielding currency, for example, the US dollar, you will gain a positive swap. And that's how carry trading goes on. So, ibig sabihin nun, in a layman's example, bibili ka ng Japanese yen dahil mababa ang tubong ipapataw sa'yo at mag-i-invest ka doon sa mga riskier assets somewhere in the world that will pay you a higher reward. Ano namang kinalaman sa safe haven? Ganito yan. Pag nagkaroon ng political instability, uncertainty, economic instability, and so on, yung mga assets na yon, yung mga assets na galing sa Japanese yen at ibinili doon sa mga riskier assets somewhere, pag nagkaroon ng uncertainty, magsa-short sila doon. Ibig sabihin, ibibenta nila yon at babalik sila doon sa mother currency na pinag-utangan nila, which is the Japanese yen. At mula noong na ganon, sumabay na rin yung ibang trader na pag nagkaroon ng risk aversion o nag-risk uncertainty, political uncertainty sa market, they tend to buy the Japanese yen. Kasi kung tutuusin mo, hindi naman katulad siya ng Switzerland na walang military alliance at napaka-stricto, sobrang stricto ng ng banking law. Hindi naman sila katulad ng Japan. Pero dahil ang Japan is a net a net lender o kilalang nagpapautang, bansang nagpapautang, dahil doon nagkaroon ng effect na pag yung mga inutang mga assets o kaya currency na inutang pang capital mula sa Japanese yen papunta sa riskier currency at riskier asset, when there's a risk in the market, nagsisell sila doon at bumabalik sila sa Japanese yen. So that will be the example. So yun lang. Ito yung ating wrap up ng Swiss franc at Japanese yen. Two of the known safe haven currency when it comes to risk of sentiment. Kaya sa FITS, ng mga nasa FITS sa GC, when there's a risk of talagang nagbabay ng Japanese yen at Swiss franc yung mga yan. So without kanan, tapos na. Itong ating next naman natin is the commodity currency like the Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, and New Zealand dollar. Okay.